Shalom, shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
I want to start by giving all glory and honor praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
I'm the brother M.O.T.B. Next to me, I have the brothers.
Hey, brother, you call. Brother, All
right, we want to get into a short lesson. All right, going into the RFID chip, but double honor to the elders of the apostle, great millstone, who teach me woe. All right, peace and blessing to the brothers who pushing us, working through sincerity to the scattered abroad. All right, we're going to get into this RFID chip, man. Shortly going into the situation. All right, Esau's been, coming down with that gradualism, man. All right, going into these things that he has currently pushing in according to his system. Okay, forcing the ways of, that NWO, but in a clever way, man. All right, in a deceivable way. And you see that through the social medias. All right, through the devices and technology he's bringing out today. All right, and if I didn't mention in the beginning, this is Prophets in Babylon. All right, from Tampa Bay, Florida. Once again, man. But we're going to go into it, grab some scriptures, Lord willing to edify.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 18. So like this book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 18 and verse 30. Go not after thy lusts, but refrain thyself from thine appetites. And to get the M.O.T.B is a lust, man. Because the scripture talks about the hour of temptation. And what temptation is just an enticement to do sin. Mm-hmm. So to go after the M.O.T.B is because you're going to be lusting over what? Food, comfort, clothing, AC, shelter, pretty much, man. Mm-hmm. All these things are as a part of your appetites. You don't really necessarily need these things, man, because the Lord say, what? A man shall not live by bread alone, by every word that cometh out of the mouth of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, you're going to have those simple-ass jakes that know nothing. You know what I'm saying? When they actually bring out this thing, you know what I'm saying? They start advertising it. They start making it sound good, making it look good. We got those simple-ass jakes that's already going to go by their lust and get those things before they really actually put it on our ass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I may add to this, scripture goes to Proverbs 1 and 20, and a little bit down. How long will ye loved ones love simplicity? Roughly paraphrasing. How long ye simple ones will love simplicity? All right, because our people are simple-minded, man. Right. You put something in front of a jake, man, and if it's convenient, he going to get right with the program, man. Same thing when it comes to them not having nothing. All right, and they usher in that that charagma, man. Jake gonna start getting with the program because they gonna feel like that's the best decision, man. They gonna feel like that's the best way to go about, man. When it's ultimately the wrong route, the wrong way, man. All right. That being so, Esau, that's what he wants to do: fall into his snares and nets, which is gonna lead you to death and destruction, man.
Yeah, Esau gonna use your leaders to push that on you.
Which is
pursuant to Isaiah, the 9th chapter. The leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Mm-hmm. So Esau gonna use you rappers, he gonna use the celebrities. Yeah. He gonna push basically all the men and women that you worship. All right, he gonna use them to push this agenda out, man. And you gonna take it.
Hey, well, what's the sample of that today, right now? All right, with that job, man, the Jabberwocky. All right, Jake, Jake was being persuaded through these celebrities and rappers, movie stars, are ones that was in the industry that's heavy, man. They was persuaded to do what? Go into those facilities and get that thing, man. All right, that's leaving them sick in the spirit of mourning right now. Mm-hmm. Because they know that they made the wrong decision. All right, but that's the time we're leading into, man.
It says, "Go not after thy lusts, but refrain thyself from thine appetite."
It said, refrain thyself from thy appetite, man. All right, refrain meaning to hold back. All right, something that requires not to engage into, man, to deny, okay, to the appetite, man. Something that's the appetite is something that's presented to you before the main meal, man. All right, Esau's gonna use certain tactics to pretty much bait you to come into the main meal, man. Mm-hmm. What's the main meal? That RFID charagma, man. RFID chip, man. That charagma. All right, that's the main meal. But what's those type of appetites? Cutting off certain things that you can't do anymore. Leading you to where you have no choice but walk into that situation, man, of destruction. Go ahead.
If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, and the M.O.T.B is a desire, man, that will please the flesh, because a lot of people that don't have it, they're going to be suffering, man. They're going to be hungry. They're going to be, oh man, I ain't have this in a while. I have this in a while. They're not going to let you into their new world, their NWO, meaning their new society, without having the M.O.T.B, man. You got to sign a contract with the devil, man, spiritually. You got to give up your power and who you serve and believe in and have faith in, and put your faith and admit it with your tongue. Scripture talks about the tongue having the power of life and death. With your tongue, you got to admit that you don't want the, you got to denounce the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yoshai, whoever you serve, and admit that you want to serve this devil, man. Mm-hmm. You know, this one Edomite had a dream. You know, the Lord said he's pouring his spirit out and applying all flesh. So people are having dreams, man. This Edomite had a dream of the M.O.T.B. It was like a chip, and it started bleeding, man. You know, and it was like it jumped up. It was like it had a life of its own, man. Mm-hmm. You know, it jumped up and it leaped into her hand, and it dug itself into her hand, man. You know, so you can tell that this thing is going to be something that people are going to be craving, you know, because they're going to be craving the things of the, you know, that's in the world, the lust of the flesh, like food, sex, pleasure, anything that pleases the flesh, you know.
Con, if I may add to it, not only that, man, you know, the scriptures talk about a grievous sores, man. Mm-hmm. You know, these people are going to have grievous sores from getting that, you know, as a, you know, an effect, you know, the cause and effect, the cause of getting it, and then the effect of it being something grievous to the body, which is rejecting it, man. Mm-hmm. And the body creating some type of infection to it, all right, because the body's not naturally accepting something that's foreign to the body, man. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's going to do everything it can to reject it, but because of that, it's going to cause all sorts of discomfort, man. And a lot of people are going to be discomfort. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, so that means you got to have a certain level of discipline when this M.O.T.B come out, man. You know, and the scripture talks about how the Lord has to put a spirit on us in order to be kept from the M.O.T.B, the hour of temptation, man. Yeah. You know, the Lord going to have to put a spirit on us to actually be able to refrain from those things, man, because it's going to be that tempting. You know, it's going to be that tempting. It's actual time period that's described in the Bible that's called the hour of temptation, where you're going to be tempted. And this is not any just regular temptation. This is something that the Lord has sent upon the earth, man, because he's weeding out those that he has not chose, man.
Yeah, hey, it's gonna be everyone's gonna be tried, man. Mm-hmm. You know, everyone's gonna be tried. There's not gonna be a way around it, man. You know, it's a huge worldwide thing, man. You know, through the spirit, and everyone's gonna be tried. You know, go ahead.
And if I can add real quick, I seen a post basically saying how the CBS News was saying that whole M.O.T.B, you know, the brain CHIP, you know what I'm saying, it helps the people with paralysis to be able to communicate again. You know what I'm saying? So those people that's paralyzed, you know, that can't communicate, you know, that M.O.T.B, the brain trip, you know what I'm saying, when that goes into your brain, man, it's going to help you be able to communicate again, man. Mm-hmm. You know, so think about how many people are going to want that, man. You know, how many people think they're going to need that, you know, and those people are already, you know, marking themselves for death, you know, for destruction.
That's right. If I may add to you as well, that being the case too, man, you know, that's why you have this dude set up, Elon Musk, all right, who's, you know, pretty much behind that whole agenda of the Neuralink. You know, he supposedly coming with, you know, those type of miracles, man. You know, people taking that thing and they supposed to be able to walk again and do all these things. Well, you know, all that's going to be disguised to people to usher them to pretty much get that corruption, man.
Yep.
You know?
It says, if thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughingstock to thine enemies that malign thee. So you're going to be made a laughingstock to who? Esau, Edom, man. You know, Edom's sitting back laughing at you because you're falling for this stuff, man. You know, you're going to fall for this, and this devil going to sit back and laugh hard. And not only that, man, you're going to make yourself a laughingstock to everybody. Not just your enemies, but to everybody. You know, who shall pity a charmer that's been bitten by a serpent, man?
That's right.
You want to charm the damn serpent, but when you get bitten, damn, they already back. All praises. You want to charm the serpent, but when you get bitten, you know, you want somebody to come and comfort you. But guess what? The Lord going to laugh at your ass through his prophets. You know, because you scoffed and mocked the Lord's prophets. And then you're going to see the prophets again in that day, and they're going to laugh at your ass, man. You know?
That's right.
Precept.
This
book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 24. For there shall arise false Mashiachs and false prophets. And Esau, Edom, is the main false prophet, man. You know, because he's going to come and say what he's God. Scripture talks about him sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right, it says, and shall shew great signs and wonders, like the brother's going into those many miracles that was listed in Revelation. You know, it shall shew great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect, because these devils gonna be coming with some shit. You know, they got Project Bluebeam, to where they can cast things into the sky, what makes you think that you're seeing stuff in the sky, man.
And heart, man. You know, control the weather. You know, you gonna be. There's all sorts of things that Esau has right now in control of his hands, man.
Yeah.
You know, that he's gonna really deceive the people, but not the elect, man.
That's right.
You're not gonna be able to deceive the elect. Hey, the scriptures talk about that. For we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Because we know through the spirit prayer about Shema Shah, where we've been able through the scripture to detect these things through the spirit prayer about Shema Shah, how this devil is actually moving, or how he's trying to approach those ones that are in the know through the spirit, man. You know, they're gonna try to use certain tactics, but they're not gonna be able to progress with those things, neither move forward with those things, man.
Yeah,
all it's gonna lead them to a bigger hole. Scriptures talk about you can do nothing against the truth before the truth. All right,
this devil gonna be able to stage second coming of the Lord, man.
Yep.
You know, and they're gonna stage fucking Edomite in the sky. They're gonna stage UFOs, so-called, man, coming in the sky, man.
Gone.
Huh?
He says he's coming back to bring the keys.
Gone. You know, proceeding on. You got a precept up.
Con, this is Revelation chapter 14, and verse 9. It says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or his hand," you know what I'm saying? So, rather, you know, it doesn't just got to be in your forehead or your hand. Anywhere, man. You get that shit in your fucking foot, man. You know, you're still going to be marked for destruction.
That's right.
It says, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh."
Right, that 100% anger, man.
Yep.
That unrighteous,
Righteous anger.
That righteous anger, Salakia. That righteous anger, man. You know, the Lord's gonna bring His 100% righteous anger, all right, upon you ones that take it. You know, Lord, when He that we don't, you know, be in those predicaments, man. That He keep us from our temptation, that He keeps us safe. All right, but the ones that's gonna be in that predicament, man. All right, you know, if you take it, man, this is what's about to come upon you. Go ahead.
It says, "Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation."
Right. So when you think about it, man, you ever taste like the drag of something at the end, the last little bit of something that's very harsh. The Lord's gonna pour that harsh anger, all right, upon the ones that take that karagma, man. It's gonna be pure anger, or 100%. You know, we say 144,000, you know, percent of righteous anger, man. You know, even more, man. The Lord's gonna be angry with you. Go ahead.
It says, "And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb."
So right, so and that Lamb is Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and you're gonna be tormented with what? Those nuclear missiles, man. You know, those missiles, man. You're gonna get your ass demolished.
And those chariots.
You know? And you're gonna find yourself in a horrible, you know, predicament due to you taking that karagma, man. All right. You know, when those nuclear missiles hit ground zero, you're gonna find yourself in that predicament because you sitting there with those grievous sores, with that karagma inside your skin. You know, all discombobulated because you didn't know what the hell was going on, and you moved off of the flesh. You know, now you're gonna be stuck and looking stupid in the face.
Yeah, man. That's why we say, you know, when you get that thing, you're ultimately marking yourself for destruction, man, because there's no way for you to get salvation again, man. Your chances of getting salvation is now gone, man. You know, and the only people that can really get salvation, you know, is Israel, Jake, man. You know what I'm saying? So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans
Right.
are the only people that can really has a chance of salvation. And if, you know, you're gonna have Jake getting that thing, you know what I'm saying? Their chances will be, you know, they won't have a chance at all anymore.
Right. That's why you have the 2/3 and you have the 1/3, man. You know.
You can't repent from that CHIP, man.
Yeah.
And that's how we know what it is, because you will have other camps saying it's the Christianity and embargo. Well, we always at one point at a time Christians, or they'll say, well, it's the image of Caesar Borgia. Well, we all at one point in time worship that image. If that's the case, why do we come into this truth, man?
Yep.
Because that's how we identify what the M.O.T.B really is.
Yep.
And we believe through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, which we know This spirit power, Yahweh Shema, shall we say it boldly? That it's the CHIP, man, the RFID microchip, man.
Yeah, and all that Caesar Borgia shit, that was a part of the falling away, man.
Right.
You know, that had to happen. That was prophecy that should happen, man. But prophecy says that the M.O.T.B, not everybody gonna take the M.O.T.B, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's, if I may add too, that's why I was saying that you know, that's why you have the 2/3 and you have the 1/3, man. You're gonna actually have some that's not gonna take that thing, man. But majority of our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, all right, you Jakes, man, all right, that's gonna take that, man, all right, and that's what's that destruction gonna come upon you, all right. But those ones is part of that 104, you know, the men, 144,000. Then those 1/3, the women and children is gonna be saved.
Let's move over here.
All right, you know, they're gonna be protected, man. All right, and guided. All right, and ultimately, you know, Lord willing, Yahweh Shema Shabbat, the Zala be of our, you know, family members and ones that's actually truly believe. All right, that's listening, man. And Shalaki, if it's a little windy, you know, it's a little storm coming, but the word got to go out, man. You got anything else, Ken? If I may, can you bring that Revelations? Matter of fact, Habakkuk 2 and 3. Oh, that's the spirit. That's the spirit, man.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
Right, so we're seeing these things speak, man. All right, these devils are starting to speak more about this M.O.T.B. All right, this charisma. All right, I just watching a video on Instagram about how these people having these certain technology where you can put your hand up to it and scan it. All right, and scan it with what? That charisma ultimately, but it's a state of what? Gradualism, the water. So with that being said, you know, Esau has to do a certain gradualism with it and ushering the people into really getting comfortable and getting used to what this technology to lead them to that charisma. You know, look at that.
It shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it.
Though it tarry, wait for it, man. So though it delay, you're gonna work to tarry means to delay. Wait for it, man. It's a waiting process. How can we go into what? Suffering, man. What is suffering? You know, patience, man. Long suffering. The Lord's long suffering. We have to have patience, even though it's, you know, we wait on the process of these things to come to pass. Go ahead.
Because it will surely come.
Ooh, it said what?
Because it will surely come.
It will surely come, and that's faith, man. That's what we have. That's faith. And we believe those things will come to pass due to, look at the things that's happening now. You know, this devil was just talking about, you know, shut down and all that conspiracy stuff. You know, he's gonna come down harder with these things.
Yeah, executive order 14067. You know, Biden trying to bring in a new currency, man. They started December 13th.
December 13th.
Bring in the CBDC.
What that is?
Central bank digital currency, man. Biden bucks.
And
he calls it protecting us from cash. You know?
Right. So, hey, that's what he want to ultimately bring in. What? Cashless, man.
Cashless society.
Yeah, cashless society. What? Come on now, man. We talking about this for years, man. It started from the elders and apostles, great millstone and down. You know, it's been in this thing for 30 plus years.
Scripture talks about at the end it shall speak, and you can see now that it's speaking. Because this M.O.T.B. thing, it used to be something that was written down in a book. It used to be something that was talked about and rumored about. People even reference it to be a myth, man, you know, or to be a fairy tale. But now it's starting to speak. Now you got the elites and the officials, the presidents, you know, and they're speaking about these things on the news. You're hearing about these things, you know, on social media, wherever it may be. You hear about these things from very big people, from very powerful people that has, you know, power in this world on this side. You're hearing about the M.O.T.B. coming from them and talking. They're talking about how it would make more sense to do these things, man.
Hey, didn't we have that one dude that was the insider, Alex Russo?
Yeah, Alex
Russo, who gave that snippet of what he was getting an informer from.
Now 2006.
2006, that's right.
The apostles been saying that since the 90s, man.
And look, even that right there, okay, even that insight being something that was, you know, music to the ears, man. Because now look at the time we in. We're seeing this thing manifest more. But that wasn't on that.
It says, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
So it's gonna happen, man, whether you like it or not. You know, it's gonna happen. The Lord says His word doth not go void. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna complete what it's gonna what it was set up to do. So, man. All right, we're gonna jump back to that Revelations 9.
This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9.
Yep.
It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh.
Yeah, so it's a consequence for taking this charagma, man, and you don't want to be a part of it. Go ahead.
It says, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Right. Go ahead.
And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
So for that disobedience, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American that haven't, did what the Lord had told you to do, so which pretty much refuse these things, and the ones that did take that, all right, there's a consequence in that leads to those nuclear fire, man. All right, those nuclear missiles that hits ground zero, and it's gonna catch you in that fire, man. And you're gonna ultimately be tormented by that fire. That's not a fire you don't want to be in. All right, that's some God tier fire, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all on that?
No.
Oh, finish that up.
It says, and the torment of their, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. It says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yeah, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them.
Yeah, because you're going to have some brothers and even a few sisters out there that taste of death for not receiving the mark of this devil, man, the mark of this beast. All right? And it's the time we coming into. Nothing I want to say. I don't even want to say no more the times we're coming into. This is the times that we're in. All right, because it's here, man. December 13th is not even it's less than 2 months away. All right? We in that time, man. We in the time of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai bringing this thing to pass, man.
That's right. Saying their works do follow them, because there's going to be some men and women in this truth that's going to fall out and expect their works that they've done for the Lord to still follow them. No, the scripture says it shall not be mentioned. You know, there's going to be some brothers that fold and take this M.O.T.B. Can't even call them brothers, but men crept in on the warriors that's going to fall out in that hour of temptation and take that M.O.T.B. and their works ain't going to follow them, man. Yeah. Okay, but those that die for not taking this thing, you know, that become martyrs for the truth, their works are going to follow them, man.
Right.
You know, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. There's going to be men that's going to fold on the last minute and still get killed. And their works ain't going to follow them, man. Yep. Because they fold. They gave up and say, okay, I want to do this. And they going to watch them hit you with, you know what, we don't even want you. Bah, blow your head off. And now your works can't follow you. You just die without even getting the M.O.T.B. And then, you know, because you denied the Lord. The Lord going to deny your ass, man.
You know, that's the same thing as, losing faith and getting out of this truth, man. You know, for any brother that fall out of this truth, you know, your works will not follow you, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got brothers, you know, that's going to actually die for this thing, man. You know, they're going to endure to the end. And then you got those weak ass niggas, you know what I'm saying, that play that funk, you know what I'm saying, all the way to the end, until that chip come out, man. Right. You know, then when that time comes, it's a life or death situation, you know what I'm saying, they going to try to choose that life, man. Our so-called life, which is really death, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when the Lord, you know, they're going to get destroyed by the Lord, you know, because they marked themselves for death. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but they fell out of the truth, man. They had this truth, and they fell out of it, so they're going to get way more stripes. You know what I'm saying? So they go get that thing. They're going to mark themselves for nuclear missile fire, man. You know, and their works and things that they did righteously, you know what I'm saying, will not follow them, man. That will not be mentioned up when the Lord comes, when they come before the Lord in the judgment seat, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Book of Isaiah chapter 55 verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
That's right, man. So when it comes to all these things that were written in these scriptures, hey, whatever the Lord set up according to His will, it's gonna happen, man.
Right.
It's gonna happen, and it's gonna come to pass, man. All right. So the Lord said His word does not go void, man. And said what? It said towards the end. Said again.
It says
it shall accomplish, but it shall accomplish that which is pleased,
which I please.
So Lord, as it were, man, this thing gonna happen according to what he set up, man.
Right.
You know, whether you want to get with the program or not, that's gonna happen. Understood?
You want to be right with the Lord when it happens, man. You know, don't be out here bullshitting, playing around, and then try to get right last minute, and then think you're gonna be good, man. No, the Lord see what you're doing. He knows your heart and what you're thinking, man. You think you can fool the Lord? No, you ain't getting. You can't fool the Lord. You can fool men, but you cannot fool the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know?
Read it on. That's it. Grab me that Revelation 13, verse 15. We're gonna close it out with that.
I got it.
Come
This is Revelation chapter 13. Starting at verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, he gonna cause many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed, man. And what's the beast? America, NATO, and the EU. And that image is that going to be their new world order, which they're going to cause to be they're going to cause it to speak by the laws which they decree, man. That's why scriptures say, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees." Yeah. All right, so he's going to cause all that will not worship his image and worship the ways of this devil to be put to death, man. All right, but you have people in the world say, "Oh no, not America. America not like that. This is a democracy. This is, you have freedom of speech." You're going to kind of find out that all your lies it's like all your laws and amendments and so-called rights are all lies, man. You don't have any rights. All right, you're slaves. That's why the elites call you goyim, which means cattle. All right.
It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, and that word mark in the Greek is charagma, which means an incision. Okay, so this is different from the mark that you read about in the book of Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, man. Was that word that means is from judgment in Ezekiel, but this right here is going into a mark, which means going into your flesh. All right, and we understand that mark is that it happens to be the RFID microchip, man. You even have it now. Now this thing, going back years ago, when you look it up, it really ain't get too much coverage on it. But now you look it up, you see Tesla, a man open his car with a microchip implant. Oh, you can now buy and sell with a microchip implant. What's the need of a wallet? You can now carry all your credentials, all your socials in a microchip implant, man. Yeah. So this devil is advertising this thing. He's pushing this thing, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of his beast, or the number of his name.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to buy and sell, man. Try to go into these stores, you're not gonna be able to buy. You're not gonna be able to sell. You're not gonna be able to make money unless you have this charagma, man. You're about to completely do away with the dollar. You got something to say? No. Okay. Go ahead, brother.
It says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 666.
That's right, man. All right. I'm sticking to the point. Okay, without this charagma, you're not going to be able to buy and sell, man. That is the end all, be all. And we already live in a digital society, man. And look how Esau gradually prepared you for this. At first it was cash, then it was a credit card, and then they put a chip inside of your credit card, and now they got Apple Pay, where you can just wave your phone over a scanner and you pay for your products. Yep. But now it's going to be your hand.
Yep.
Okay?
And you start to see people use cash and coins more or less, man.
Right.
At my job, we having a coin shortage, man. And why is that, man? You know what I'm saying? You start trying to get away with it, get over with this cash society, man. We're trying to make it a cashless society.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's gradually doing it. So a lot of places you go into, we don't accept cash. No, we accept cards. You know what I'm saying? Or we have a coin shortage. You know what I'm saying? All these different type of things is gradually preparing you for a cashless society, man.
Hey, brothers, have anything else?
Like 2 more scriptures, bro, willing, man. Going to the spirit. But yeah, man, brother made the point, man. You all right? Going into it, man. Hey, I had a video I was watching. I don't know if I explained it before, but hey, they was waving their hand, and it looked like it was in the mall, and they was pretty much scanning it either to get in or buy things, man. And that's the time we're coming into.
The video where the dude was paying for food, and he was trying to surprise his friends, and he paid for it. And even the cash register dude was surprised. He said, "How'd you do that?" And he said, "Yeah, I got the CHIP in my hand."
Oh yeah, come on, see,
you know. And then his friends were surprised, like, "Whoa, what the hell?"
It was all ecstatic
because it's a miracle. You know, that's a part of the devil's miracles, and also his miracles are going to cause people to be able to walk again. It's going to cause people to be able to hear, speak, you know, see all these sort of things that this devil's going to be doing. That if it were possible, you should be able to deceive the very elect, but it's not going to be possible, man. You know, he's going to say, "Worship me," and he's going to be healing people through this CHIP, man. And that's through this technology.
Yep, that's what we brought out earlier. That's why you have movies like Upgrade, man. Yeah. You know, to give you certain examples of what Esau has intended in his mind to do to the masses of the people, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Book of Revelation 12:12. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of this earth and of the sea."
Woe being in destruction. All right, go ahead.
"For the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath."
Right, so this devil gonna come down having great wrath because he know what? He had a sore shine, as the scriptures proceed on to say. All right, because this devil know that, hey man, as his clock is ticking, all right, and the Lord is about to shut this thing down, he knows that he has to come down with everything he has in his power. And that's going to lead into the NWO, martial law, all right, order out of chaos, and more and so, man. Suggesting on the man, you know, those things are going to lead out of this whole thing getting crazier and crazier. But what? That's just part of Esau coming out with his anger, coming out with his wrath, all right, because he knows that what? He ain't got that much time, man. Right. So he going to do everything he can. Go ahead.
"Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time."
Because he knows that he hath but a short time. The scripture speaks for itself, man. Grab that Ezekiel 33 verse 33, and we'll close out on that, man. If you brothers got anything else you might, you grab after that. But being so bad, that's the case. All right, that's where we at right now, man. In this time frame, all right, seeing the things that's being sped up, you know, proceeding to Matthew 24, you know, the Lord speeding up the time for his elect, man. You know, because if Esau keep ruling, shit, this whole goddamn thing be blowing over, man.
Right. Ezekiel, this book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and verse 33. "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come."
What's this? The prophecies, man. All right. And the most major prophecy that we're watching out for is the CHIP. That's the major prophecy that's going to be fulfilled before our Lord returns, man. All right. That's what the Lord told us to watch out for.
"Lo, it will come."
Lo, it will come. All right. So no matter what you Jakes out there say, or it's going to happen, man. All right, you can't push this prophecy to the side. This is an important prophecy. John didn't see that for no reason, man. All right? This is the prophecy that determines your salvation. Okay? If you take that chip, there is no salvation for you. There's no repenting for it. All right? This is an important prophecy, man. That's why it's so important to rightly divide the word of truth. Scripture say, if any man take away from this book, the Lord shall take away his name from the book of life. Yeah. And if any man will add, he will add to him the plagues that are written in this book. So it is very important to understand and get down these prophecies, man. It's a serious business, man. A lot of you guys out there, you don't consider what you just out there spewing out. You're just spewing out anything. Nigga saying King Solomon had the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is sleeping with a white woman. You're not considering what you're doing to yourself, man. You adding to yourself the plagues. All right?
Hey, that's why the Lord, this is the Lord's charagma, man.
Right.
You know, just saying, I know we like to say this Esau's charagma, but this is really the Lord's. He created it through Esau, man. You know, and he created it so that the 2/3 may be made manifest. You know, back then in the old times, the 2/3 weren't manifest. You couldn't tell if a man was a man of the Lord or not, man. You know, but the Lord's gonna make them manifest by putting a charagma in their hand or in their forehead, man.
That's right.
You know, and these devils, these damn fucking demons, it's meant to happen to them so they can suffer for a time period before the Lord Yahushua Mashiach arrives, man.
Right.
Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
So then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So we proceeding to Luke 14 and 23, Proverbs 1 and what is it? Verse 20. All right, the chief place of concourse. All right, go out to the highways and hedges. All right, and you gonna know the prophet been among you when you've been warned of these things, and now you see it later down in the future.
Yep.
You know, you gonna know, man. We telling you about what's saying now. What we've been saying now for years and years and years through the Spirit Power of Yahweh Shai, man. It started from once again from the elders and apostles, great millstone. All right, and down, man. The elders and the bishops. All right, hearing these things, man. All right,
You seeing it.
And knowing it. But with that, you know, we Lord willing, y'all shout out the side of you are edified. You know, we're gonna give all glory and praises to
Yahweh Shem Yahushai B'Shem Kakadash.
Once again, dumb honest, that was an apostle, great millstone. Just going into this, you know, R5 D-Chip, man, and you know, soon to come to pass. Lord willing, y'all watching my shout out the side, man. We in those times, man. All right, so with that, DTA, a ball soon.
Shalom.
Shalom.